I think I'm back. I don't know. Yep, I'm back. That is good to see. I don't have anything running. So we're going to quickly hide that, and we're going to open Tweetin. So yeah, basically, my computer just straight up froze. I don't know how much post-freeze showed up. My guess is nothing. I'm going to open Discord. We're going to open Spotify. We still have 7.5 minutes to go. I don't know what my... I was in the process of reviewing a pull request, which is easy enough. See, it remembered everything. I don't know why it does that, because that is wrong. It's not actually what's happening. I guess this will be split up into multiple VODs. Nothing I can do. I will have to fix up the titles later. As long as it didn't tweet again, because it doesn't need to. Let's check. Last tweet was 2 hours ago. Perfect. Cool. Spotify, here we go. Don't you love it when stuff just breaks? Because it can. Okay. We've got audio. Do we have overlay? Yes! Okay. So... we've got FFmpeg, which is a different commit, but that's probably fine too, because my bet is that matches the Mac OS one rather than CC33E. No, that's a different one. CC33E. So I would have to check what the difference in those two hashes are. Probably fine. I'm not worried about it. And then from OBS depths, we're grabbing a few FFmpeg patches. OBS, wrist, AOM, and 9010. And then this is written a bit weirdly, but that's fine. Enable SVT only on 64 without creating a second FFmpeg module. Well, that is louder than I need it to be. That's better. Then embed TLS got moved up. All right, I think this is fine. So next, we're actually going to launch this and test everything. So, Flatpak, uninstall org. All of the above. Yes. Oh, do I have to uninstall OBS first? Fine. Flatpak, uninstall. Com. Yes. Yes. Then we're going to open up Edge. That is not what's in my clipboard. That's better. I guess I have to be connected for the clipboard to work properly. Alright, Flatpak.
Same people, same places, same parties. Am I just a ghost at night? Too many street lights in this city. I'm missing our ocean side. I've been running, but I
Okay.
can't escape the feeling that I've been.
Hey, TT. Unfortunately, my computer froze, and so I'm live again.
'Cause there's something about our
Oh, that's good.
life brings me peace of mind. Something special.
TT, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the order. I'm just testing Titan's Flatpak pull request to update the dependencies to match Windows and macOS.
Something pulling me
I'm not sure why the commits are slightly different, but I'm not too worried about it.
from the side.
Did it successfully download? Oh, it's a zip file. Unable to install because it's installed from remote studio origin. No, it's not. You're lying to me. Double-clicking a Flatpak file doesn't work properly.
People, new places were the same. A moment frozen in time. Wish I could relive the day I met you and fall in
Oh, that is the
second
cool.
time.
Flatpak install.
I know I can escape the feeling if I'm far
I'm glad that it was an easy fix.
alone. 'Cause there's something about our love that brings me peace of mind.
Required
Something special.
KDE. Yes.
Our lives aren't
Yes. This is the experience of installing a Flatpak by command line. It's actually really neat.
fine. Something pulling me to your heart, and I always want you by my side. Keep your body next to mine.
It's 2 commits ahead. I wonder why. I hate commit hashes. Pass auto threads to libdav. We don't use libdav, do we? So that's CC3. And that's 70. What's even cooler is if I search for OBS Studio here. And actually, so this is Ubuntu software. This was one of the, these were the shirts we had at the booth for people who were working at the booth to TwitchCon 2019. I don't think we have any more of these. Personally, I would love us to have actual merch you can buy. My aircon has decided to point at me instead. So on the left is Ubuntu software, and on the right is GNOME software standard. Essentially, the left one is a snap package. Now, because it's a snap package, it has no idea what Flatpak is. So there's no way to install a Flatpak using the built-in Ubuntu software, GNOME software app. Instead, you have to install GNOME software from apt, which then that app, the one on the right, recognizes Flatpaks. So on this left one, if I search for OBS Studio, and I click on OBS, there is Snap Store latest stable, which is 2713, Snap Store latest edge, which is also 2713, and the PPA. Whereas GNOME software off the PPA, not the PPA, of apt, shows the PPA, FlatHub Beta, and FlatHub. So in this case, we want FlatHub Beta, which has 2720 Beta 2. Do they both register with DPKG? No? So if I right click on a file that can be installed, say deb, there's just, oh, you know, they do show up as separate ones, but you can't tell which is which because they are the same app. Because of course, every other Ubuntu distro supports Flatpaks out of the box. It's just Ubuntu that's like, we prefer Snap, so we're going to make it hard for everyone else. Okay. So this is, what does it say? EB582. Let's verify that that is the correct build we want. Commits. Okay, I'm not actually sure what that commit represents, but it's not any of these. Alright. Either way, let's check SVT and AOM. So there's X264, which is fine. There's VA API. And SVT and AOM. Yes! And then we also need to test wrist output, which we are going to use PKV's PR. Because he provided an example right here. And that should just go nowhere. Writing to wrist 909. It seems happy. Alright, we're going to do a quick AOM test. CQP50 with the fastest preset because I do not trust my NUC. We're going to enable replay buffer, because that way I'm not recording a file. Start replay buffer. Stats. Also, Happy New Year to MST that I completely missed out on. Let's jump that to 32. Log files, view current log. Okay, AOM successfully built 800 frames. That's a good sign. And then we are going to try SVT. It'll be unhappy. We're gonna set it. That's as slow as we. That's as fast as we can go. That's fine. Start replay buffer. Now I expect this one to panic. SVT. Aha. Encoding queue duration. Surpassed 5 seconds. Yeah. The encoder couldn't keep up, but that means the encoder worked because SVT on an i5 NUC is not going to be particularly good. And then just general FFmpeg stuff, I guess. Oh, the stopping recording button is bugged. That is good to know. Force quit. Oops. Alright. Is anything else in here? I'm not sure if anyone heard the music skip there. That was my entire computer skipping. It does that. I haven't figured out why. NVENC. That actually shouldn't matter. Because we don't have NVENC here yet. Embed TLS. Alright. So in terms of functionality, in terms of commit versions, all good. Now we will quickly check the build flags because they are a bit funky. There was a lot of fighting involved. They were not fun at all. Both PKV and Ryan can attest to it. So, AOM. SVT, AOM. Build release, build shared libs. Yes. We don't want tests. We don't want docs. We don't want tools. We don't want test data. I might request that these be reordered to be the same order as this, but I bet he's based it on something else. Librist. Build tools. Use embed TLS. Package config. Most of these are Windows specific. I guess we could add test false, but it's not really necessary. Can always revisit that later. SVT. Apps, deck, enc. Apps is off. Decoder and encoder are on. Shed libs on. Testing off. Windows, Windows, Windows. Release type. Build type release. That's good. And then on the FFmpeg, Librist patch, cross compile. That's fine. Install tools. That required Mason, Ninja Build, and Yasm, which I think I saw. This one's CMake Ninja. This one's Mason. CMake Ninja. I mean, all of these features work, so at this stage it's just a matter of what do we want, like, to match exactly, which is significantly less important than actually working. I would say that this PR is good. Which means Beta 3 will be able to match feature parity with Windows and Mac. I love feature parity. There we go. Librist, libaom, libsvt av1. So there's the only additional flags we add. Librist, AOM. Interesting that SVT didn't require its own switch, but that's not a big deal. I thought my cat maybe had opened the door, but no. Alright, I'm happy with this. Nothing stands out as wrong to me. Hey, Grimrose. Correct, TT. Firstly, NVIDIA GPUs are not particularly common on Mac. Secondly, I think Apple blocks NVIDIA GPUs. Or at least there are no more NVIDIA drivers on macOS. And thirdly, even if there were, I doubt Apple would expose the NVENC encoder. You have to use Apple Video Toolbox. Happy New Year, Grimrose. Hope your day is going well. Tested on Ubuntu 2004. Alright, tested on Ubuntu 04. Verified that wrist output works. AOM AV1 works. SVT AV1 encoding works. What else did we test? Let's quickly verify that other encoding works as well. Output, recording, the API to that device. Start replay buffer. Where's my stats dialog? Here, stats. Yep. And let's also do X264 just because. Cool. X264 and VAPI continue to work. Cool. Uh-oh. Let me guess. Git commit for branch 4.4 is 2C88, but expected CC. That's rude. I'm sure Titan will fix that when he can. I'm excited to get that merged. I won't do it now. I'll get Titan to figure out what's going on there. But I'm not worried. He's good at what he does. Time to throw it all away. Hey Base Hunter, long time no see. I hope you're doing well. Happy New Year to you. Alright. Flat pack. Install. Yes, project. Yeah, we don't need that particular branched one. Flat pack. Uninstall. Org. Flat pack. Uninstall. Org. Ah, that's fun. I took all of last week off and this next week off as well. Flat pack. It would help if I could spell, wouldn't it? Cool. That's it. Flat pack list. Oh. Why doesn't it uninstall those? Okay. Anyway. We're good. Everything's good. Yeah, we still have master branch appearing, but that should be removed soon. Alright. Is this the correct one? Is this mapped to what I need? Yeah, it is. Sweet. Yeah. Any time off is good time off, though, Base Hunter. Everyone works too much. And the sooner companies start to deal with that, the better for all of us. In the meantime... So right now, control is mapped to option, which is not quite right. Oh, geez. Why are you working 6 days a week? Hey, Dylan. Good to see you. I hope your New Year's is going well. Or your new year, really. Ah, Tommy pushed more stuff for ARM. That's fun. So basically, I need to map the Windows key to option, and I need to map Alt to control. But I don't know how to do that. VNC documentation is rubbish, and it does not match up with what I know. So I've successfully... So if I get rid of this one...
There's a place I can trace every line of me. I can taste every inch of the space I step into. Am I free? Sometimes
Yeah. So basically the mapping of... I'm not currently remapping alt. Yeah, Tommy, that's pretty much it. Oh, that's exciting, Base Hunter. I hope that works out well for you. So the good news is, this part is correct, the left half. The right half is not. So... Right. What are they called? Key sims. That's not an excuse, though, Base Hunter. If they are short on people, they should hire more people. Control A. Control K through C. Control... Control is 702. Control lock. Alt-gra. Lock. Left control. So I've successfully mapped FFE3, which is control. Yeah, Tommy, that is unfortunately how it goes. You just have to keep trying, basically. Dylan, also, I fixed my Discord overlay. It was because Discord has started setting a height of 50 pixels, and I was not doing anything with height. I just had to tell it to set it to auto, and that fixed it. So Control L is now mapped to FE7, which is Meta L. So Control has become Command. I need Command, which is... Oh wait, FEB. So Super L needs to be mapped to FE3. So I see what I'm doing wrong here. No. I need both. I'd say that's close enough, right? So basically, let's see if I can do this well. So when I hit Control, it appears as Command C. If I hit Windows key C, it shows up as Control C, and if I hit Alt C, it shows up as what's it called? What do they label it as? It's not quite what I'm going for, but option. So technically, if I could swap option Actually, no, that's fine, because there's Alt-Tab. And then it's just a matter of getting used to using Win-Tab for switching between tabs. Yes, Dylan, the way they're split up is weird. Like, if they were consistent in some way, that would be fine, but they're not. Yep, I'm happy with it. So if anyone is using RealVNC, RealVNC server, this is how you want your keys. Left command key should be Super L. Left up key should be extended characters. And then remap keys should remap your control key to trigger command and your Windows key to trigger, not option, the other one, control. I'm happy with that. Dylan, check this out. So I'm currently using RealVNC. Have a look at how smooth moving windows are. And then let me open up here and go defunct and do Apple screen share. And then watch the performance here. This is what I've been putting up with. And then this is RealVNC. I don't think it's full 60 FPS, but it's significantly better than before. Whereas if I do the same thing on the Nook, and I just grab a window, that's just with the native screen sharing built into Linux. How weird is that? You're not fooling anyone, Base Hunter. So my life has gotten much better since switching to that and using a better dummy for my screen sharing, for my custom resolution on macOS. Okay, so which repo is this? This one's in Opus there. This is 4 commits behind on Pat for some reason. Hey Velasip, welcome. Hope your day's going well. I'm very happy with that remapping. Oh, I now have OBS WebSocket stuff in here. That's funny. Now the next question becomes... You're welcome. Now, what I actually should do is disable the server. I'm going to be right back. And then I will see what I can experiment with when it comes to scripting, maybe, or I will play more with, not Python, looking at what other bug reports we have so far for 27.2. All right, so here's the thing. I'm going to quickly open this guy up. Fun fact, I didn't actually modify my video capture device today to adjust the white balance. It's just correct today. At least mostly correct. There's a bit pink on the walls, or at least this side is. So, if we open up Python here, currently, you have to specify a Python path on macOS. I wonder, because I know Python, macOS comes with Python already installed. I'm not running 27.2. I tried to run 27.2, and then whenever I updated my browser source for this guy up here, all my browser docs crashed and restarted. And I've reproduced it occasionally on other installs, and I'm not sure why it does that. My mic was also randomly not launching. Essentially, WAS API would fail to initialize the device and then just go into a loop. And then when shutting down, I'd get a crash. I posted the crash log for that one in the private issue reporting channel, if you want to take a look at that fun one. User bin Python, okay. So which Python 3 gives me homebrew? Where is Python 3 gives me the standard one? That's amazing. That tells you everything you need to know about macOS. Which Python 3 gives you homebrew? Where is gives you standard Python 3 binary. Isn't that amazing? And very advanced. Oh, I'm missing some Twitch docs. That is good to know. Well, Tim, here's the thing. I want to use existing Python installations. Although it would make more sense to just have a command line here, wouldn't it? Oh, sorry, it's off screen. To have a little command line here that just lets you install Python packages, wouldn't it? How easy is Pyenv to... Pyenv... to integrate with an existing application? I mean, it's not installed by default. No, I know it's not, Tim. That's why I'm trying to think of ways to improve this experience, because at the moment, finding your Python framework on macOS is a nightmare. At least on Windows, you can just go... Let's see if I can do this. Just disconnect. If I type in Python, and we go Python 3.6... Oh, 3.8, I guess. Then there's Python. So in terms of OBS, you just point it to this folder. Because then it'll look in libs. Python3.lib. In macOS, if I just look up Python, firstly, nothing shows up, which is great. Neither of these paths are helpful because if I go browse, oh, I'm still using the custom guy here. Fine. If I go here and I go opt and I go homebrew, and I go bin, there's nothing here. Yeah, which a Python 3 will give you both of them. Which is the same as doing which Python 3 and where is Python 3. Because they both give you different paths. The homebrew one is returned through which, and the system one is returned through where is. Oh, Tommy sent a link. Tommy, can you DM me that link? Because I have all links completely silenced on Twitch. The main reason we don't bundle Python is the size. We did debate that a fair bit because we do bundle Lua... What's it called? Yeah, we have debated an external download as well, at least providing a button here. But it's one of those things where it's like, do you want to have 100 copies of Python installed? Tommy, the link you sent showed up as 3 stars. If there's something you want to send me, send it through Discord. But then if so in this case, say we look at this guy, right? And we go Finder and we go to folder. So say we've been told this is where Python is. This is a shortcut. If you go show original, then that will take you here, which will take you to /framework /Python framework /versions /3.9. And this is not even where you want to be pointed. You want to go upper directory from here, enclosing folder. which contains bin, include, and lib. Because what we actually use is this Python 3.9 dylib. Yeah. Which actually is a shortcut to python.framework/version/3.9. So, yeah, but those are tiny. Yeah, so the downside of that script, so this is what Tommy sent me. This is a build app select command, right? So this runs in Python. So this is a Python script to gather Python versions. And this overall script is 200 lines. Which feels very unnecessary, but obviously seems to be. Yeah. So it's one of those things where, okay, so if I want to set up scripting in OBS, what is up with these buttons? Hello? Then I am told... Where's my scripting window? So I have to point it to /framework/Python framework/versions.current. Which actually, I want to check because I've also got user bin Python 3. Let's see if that one works. No worries, Tommy. I totally get it. The dylib is... on its own? Apparently 3.6 meg, which doesn't sound right. That seems very small. So the thing I was going to do, go to folder, user bin Python 3. And this one is just the direct file. If I point it here, I don't think anything will happen. Yeah, a dictionary of known paths would probably be a way. I don't know how well that'd work, though. In the same way that on Windows, you'd probably look up a bunch of registry keys to see where Python might be installed and which versions are installed. Yeah. I agree, Tommy. Having something like that would be a good idea. That sounds like a lot of fun, TT. As in, that shouldn't be necessary, but there you go. Uh-huh. Yeah, I think having a way to detect and list Python versions would be ideal. I just don't know, because macOS is a bit weird in the way it stores these things. You've just described my experience with both hardware and software, TT. So in 15 minutes, it'll be New Year's for the West Coast, aka California and others. Pretty much, Dylan, yes. Hey, Fuzzy. Another year indoors, absolutely. Where do you think I am? Hang on, I have a button for this. No. Do I have a button for this? Yes, I do. Indoors. Yeah, dylib is very weird. It's basically a nightmare wrapped in a pretty bow. That is how I would describe it. Nothing on Mac is supposed to work. That's a trick to get you to use it. Let's get rid of the changes I made here, because they are not things we can keep. What's the button to build and run on this? Product, run. Command R. Okay. Fine. Yeah. Okay. I agree. So let's pull up Windows Terminal here and connect to Mac OS. Let's disconnect from Mac. Let's close every window that I have open on Windows, because I actually don't need any more of these. All of these are done. And we're going to full screen this guy for the stream. We're going to connect to the Mac. Voila.
Looking like it's time to pack it up.
No, it's nothing that complicated, Tommy. Basically, Windows Terminal, I think my taskbar is bugged. There we go. If I go into here and I go settings, then literally I just type in SSH-X. So that's the NUC. For macOS, it's just SSH. And this uses SSH on Windows. So if I were to open PowerShell, and I bet... Yeah, that doesn't work because there's no which. But Windows has SSH built in, and Windows Terminal just uses that. But I have connections to my NUC, which is running Ubuntu 2004. 24 LTS. Correct, Fuzzy. I agree. And then connecting to Mac is just like that as well. I'm not routing through anything. But I am using VNC to connect to Ubuntu 2004 here. Tabs and bash. I've lost track of the conversation. I'm not sure what tiling you saw, Fuzzy. I'm basically running with like 3 computers here. Here's a NUC, here's a Mac, here's a Windows machine. 9 minutes to go, and it's already 28 in here again. Fun. Yeah, you hit Windows tab. Or Alt tab. Which I have a thing on macOS called Alt tab. And it looks like this. Which I am going to quickly reset this branch to here. I'm going to quickly fetch all branches. Yeah, Power Toys on Windows is the thing that gives me... can I just minimize this guy? That's what gives me this thing. And basically, the way that works is my left monitor has 3 pieces, my middle monitor has 4 pieces, and my top monitor has currently got 2 pieces. I have absolutely no plans to upgrade to Windows 11 probably this year, maybe next year. I've already denied the update. So you can see here, I can click to see if it's ready to install. I got the notification 2 days ago and I specifically said, no, go away. I have it installed on my laptop. And here's the thing. It removes too many productivity features. It needs a year. They pushed it out too fast. They rewrote the taskbar and the start menu in XAML, which is a good thing because that means it's no longer carrying a bunch of legacy code. But they got rid of jump lists. They got rid of being able to group your own items in the start menu. The taskbar is now only grouped icons. The taskbar cannot move cannot be moved to anywhere other than the bottom of the screen. And at least on production Windows 11, the secondary taskbars do not have the clock. Now, I personally have my taskbar at the top. I use jump lists all the time. I use taskbar buttons with the labels and ungrouped. Jump lists are this thing. So if I right-click on an application, I have these pinned items and then recent items. Or if I right-click on this guy, then I have all of the predefined items here. Or if I'm working with, say, Visual Studio Code, it gives me a list of recent folders and pinned folders. I use them all the time, whether it be opening terminal, whether it be opening a folder in Visual Studio Code. Fork doesn't support them. Using most visited sites on Chrome. That's probably about it, really. But I use them all the time. Yeah. Being able to open a project without having to open the application first and then choose the project. Pretty much Base Hunter. They rushed it because they wanted to get it out in time for the Surface device launch. In like October, September 2021. It was unnecessary. And those are just like the surface level things. The rounded corners are too rounded. They bumped the visual design, which is fine, but any app that you build for Windows 11 now look like Windows 11. So if we go back to here and I open Power Toys, right? It is not appearing there. It's down. It's up here. This uses the Windows 11 design language, even though it's installed on Windows 10. Why? What is the point? But like, overall, the Windows 11 design language is actually really nice. I especially love that these have different colors for the actual section and the heading. Whereas on Windows 10, if I'm on this screen, everything is the same. It all blends together. So it's little things like that where it's like, Windows 11 is not ready. There are apps, and even like they only just did Microsoft Paint with a Windows 11 look. Exactly, Fuzzy. If it's missing a bunch of functionality, I'm not going to use it. No worries, Tommy. Thanks for hanging out. Happy New Year again. We have 3 minutes for LA. Yes, Fuzzy. 100% agree with all the purpose behind it. It's just not ready. And it sucks because there are elements I really, really like. The redone settings panel, because on Windows 10, there are still bits that are in the old control panel, and then other bits that you still can't find. In Windows 11, they've basically almost finished that migration. It shouldn't have taken that long, but here we are. It has promise. That's all I'm really saying. Yeah. A lot of it should have been backported. I agree, Dylan. That's also fair, Fuzzy. There are some reserved things that don't need to be there, and they're improving things in that direction. They just have more work to do. So Pat's branch is still currently behind beta. Fair enough. Okay. So yeah, we have 1 minute left. And then I'll probably stream for another like 5 minutes after that. White bar is covering the screen. Minimizing. White bar is only visible on the right side. I don't see any white bar. Docker is an interesting thing. I don't expect them to do anything Windows heavy in Docker. 20 seconds. Yeah. Docker for Windows just runs a Linux VM in WSL2. 5 seconds. Fireworks overlay. Happy New Year to most of California, or all of California, and most of the West Coast. And then my bitrate dies. I think my bitrate dies on the hour. I think that's what it is. Anyway. So I didn't really research much today, but I did fix a couple of annoyances with my setup, which I'm really happy with. No more laggy macOS. No Silash. Most likely it's an old OBS bug, or it's my internet. Basically, my best guess is I currently, under settings here, advanced, I have enable network optimizations, which might be causing things to go funky. So I'm going to turn that off for next stream and see what happens. Yeah, Fuzzy, totally been there. What was I going to do? Let's check if Titan managed to successfully build this. Excellent, he fixed it. So with this PR, which is basically ready to merge, we will have dependency matches on all platforms. And then what remains is bugs. I keep forgetting where everything is on GitHub, because so many things are similar now. I need to boot into Linux at some stage and verify this fixes the thing and that it doesn't break software. I don't remember if this one got fixed. That's not helpful. Who decided on redirects to there? I want to punch whoever made that work that way. I'm unable to reproduce this one. At least consistently. Yeah. Hey Dylan, how much did you play with the new hotkey filter stuff? Okay. Well, if you change an audio device, the hotkey screen will reload, and when you shut down, it'll have 112 memory leaks. Yeah. Well, we did ship it. It's in beta. And the thing is, to fix it, it's going to be a pain in the ass. Let me quickly show you. OBS Studio. I love how many programs have the name Studio in them. Sonic Studio, Visual Studio, OBS Studio. Ah, Silash, you heard about that. My take is, I'm glad they finally changed the name. That is my entire opinion on it. Took them 4 years. It's now called Streamlabs Desktop. I'm glad they finally changed the name. So basically, here we go. This is Windows Basic Settings. When you change a audio device, that's my entire opinion. The only thing that bugged me about the thing was the name. Like, literally. I have a tweet that I originally tweeted when the drama came out, where I basically said I'm glad it's out in the open. My opinion now is I'm glad they changed the name. That is it. So, when you change an audio device in the audio tab in OBS settings, it adds or removes a hotkey to mute that source, that audio source. I don't like this song. When that triggers, when it adds a hotkey or removes a hotkey, load hotkey settings gets triggered, which deletes the hotkey page. Oh, you're right. Let's fix that. 33. There you go. I clicked allow, and the command it sent was add permitted term buggered. Yeah. So basically the way this code works is it deletes the entire widget, then sets it to a fresh layout, which this doesn't work if it already has a layout, because this doesn't delete a layout. And then it regenerates the scroll area, regenerates the entire hotkeys layout, and then, here's the worst part, it adds all the filter stuff. So the label, the input, and the reset button, it gets regenerated every time this function runs, rather than just being hard-coded in, because those fields are not going to change. It's only the list of hotkeys that should be regenerated. So this code completely freaks out. If I run this, how much fun AM is? I don't know what AM is. Auto mod. Right. I don't use auto mod generally. I have it on just to catch the really obvious stuff. Yeah. All right, so I don't know why this is so tall. I'm gonna pop this on the left half here. Just enough for you to see what's going on. So, we're going to settings. Right now, we have all these hotkeys generated. And here's the output, right? If I go in here and I go audio and disable this, click apply. Then we get Q core application post event unexpected null receiver. Attempting to set Q layout on Q scroll area hotkey page, which already has a layout. And then those two lines appear 4 times. So actually, that makes me wonder, does this get triggered 4 times? Let's do soundboard in. Apply. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no! That error appears 4 times because the load hotkey settings function runs 4 times. That's bad. That's really bad. No, true, Silash. I do agree that it doesn't catch those obvious ones. That function should not be running 4 times. How many times does that function run on open? I'm scared now. I'm really scared now. 1. Okay, it only runs once on startup. It only runs once on startup. But if you change audio devices, it runs 4 times. Why does it run 4 times? The first run is triggered by call stack on action settings triggered. It shouldn't even run once because here's the thing, right? There's no reason for most of this to run more than once. But especially the filter stuff. just in terms of necessity. And then in terms of the list itself, basically the more hotkeys you have in this list, the longer the settings window takes to open. It's bad. Alright, I am going to end stream there because it's 7 o'clock and I'm getting hungry. So I appreciate everyone hanging out. I'm going to hide these fireworks. Yeah. Dylan's on the right track. I'm glad I was able to improve my setup and verify a few bugs. Oh, it's not enough, Silash. There was one Twitch streamer who was literally using 4 computers with 4 instances of OBS because of how much processing power he needed. He switched his setup to no longer use OBS, but that's... Yeah, Sushi Dragon had at least 4 computers running OBS, and each one of them was completely overwhelmed by how much he was doing. So... Not just 4 OBS instances, 4 computers running OBS with huge scene collections. And he was unable to open the settings window because hotkeys would literally take so long to load. Sometimes it would take 20 minutes to open the settings window, and other times it would just never load at all. Really, what we should be doing is only load the settings, the hotkeys tab when you switch to it. And secondly, it needs to work better. And pagination would be neat. Docker doesn't have a GUI, right? And doesn't have access to a GPU, so no. OBS requires... Docker can use a GPU. System requirements. For OBS to actually render, on Windows we need DX10. On Linux, we need OpenGL 3.3. Yeah. So as long as you have access to OpenGL 3.3, yes, it can run there. Would I recommend it? Depends on your use case. Personally, I just need it to run and not crash my computer, which it doesn't, so we're fine. Alrighty, I am going to go find food and just relax. It's awesome to hear, TT. I'll have to ask you some questions about your experience. Yeah, for me, OBS has never crashed my computer. My computer has crashed my computer, whether it be RAM, whether it be my GPU recently, or my CPU. So that's fun. All right, thanks for hanging out with me. Happy New Year once again, and I will catch you guys sometime in this new year. I hope to stream sometime during the week because I have the whole week off. It'll probably be beta related, maybe fixing bugs, maybe something else, we'll see. I don't feel confident enough to modify the hotkey page myself. I might offload that work to Dylan. All right, catch you guys later. Good day and good night. Bye-bye.